Michelle McCarthy here from the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the second week of our series Homeschool Review, subject by subject, that I'm co-hosting with April from the Simple Rugged Path and Ashley from Joyful Noise. And today we are going to be reviewing our history or geography or both, if we're doing both, for the 2018-2019 school year. Last week we reviewed our science, so make sure you check that playlist below so you can see the videos from last week and also check all the videos from this week. And also make sure you check out the ladies' channels, and I will post the link to their channels below. So today we're going to review, like I said, history and geography. And this year I have been trying to work on both American history and US geography. So I'm going to share really quick with you all. At the beginning of the school year, I shared with you what I was using. So I'm going to start with geography. So I put a video also of my homeschool curriculum for this school year that we just finished, and I had a couple walkthroughs, so I'll go through and I'll put those videos maybe at the end of this video, so you can see a bit better look in the inside of this curriculums that I'm going to show you. So what we did for geography this year, we started the school year with the Do-It-Yourself Homeschooling United States Geography, History, and Social Studies Handbook, and this goes through all the states. I'm going to show you how it is, and you work on each state and you fill out the journal, and all the pages are laid out the same way. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you here Alabama. We haven't done Alabama yet. We just kind of skipped around. We haven't gone in order. So the first page that you do, so everything is the same. You have the map. You color the state that you're working on. You find it and color it, then you answer some questions here, like what the capital is, what the population, what the state motto is, and you put it here. The next page, you look at the current events, what to see, draw the flag, famous quote, draw a monument, and popular foods. And for this, you can find books in the library, or you can also use the internet. We have used the internet for a lot of this. My daughter loves to use the computer, so it's got a little bit of an incentive for her to work on this. Next, we have a map of the state, and then you need to fill it out with the capital, some important cities, national parks, or if there are any, the main roads, rivers, or anything like that. You label it. Then you go through some historical events, okay? Famous people from the state seal, and postage stamp. You draw a postage stamp for the state. Watch a movie that was read. Watch a movie and read a book that's based in the state. You draw a picture or scene from the movie and a summary from the book, and then draw something that you want to do in that state. Okay, so I'm going to show you really quick one of the ones that my daughter did here, like for Florida. Okay, so this is what she did for Florida. We're not very good at drawing, so we usually found pictures of the state flags, and we put them, and we printed them out and put them on there. I think it's one of the ones that we filled out the maps, some of the and a lot of this information we got from the state atlas, from the World Atlas. And then we didn't watch a movie for Florida, but she said she wanted to go to SeaWorld and to Disney World when we go to Florida. Okay. So this is what we did for geography. We're still working. We haven't done a lot of the states. I don't know if I like it. I like the way it is laid out. Well, my daughter does not like this specific journal. So I don't know. I'm going to ask her if she wants to continue with it and be next school year, because of course we haven't done all the 50 states. I don't even think we have done 10 states this school year. So I don't know if we're going to continue with this or work with something else next year. I do want to keep working on learning the states and the capitals and some geography. So I don't know if we'll use this same book or just kind of move on and just play games. And as I haven't decided yet, but she particularly did not like this journal, and she told me, "Mommy, I don't like the geography journal too much." So I don't know exactly if we're going to continue with this. I will let you know later. Okay, So, and I remember at the beginning of the school year, I bought a workbook for geography. We did it a little bit. It was too textbooky, too, many worksheets. So we didn't do it very often, and we did it probably like 3 or 4 pages, and we stopped. And I also bought a book that I shared with you for, recipes for each state, and we never used. So we didn't use everything. Sometimes I buy so many things at the beginning of the school year that I think I'm gonna do, and then it doesn't happen. So I think, for next year I'm gonna stick with the basics, and I think for geography I might do a lot of more games. I want to get some of those, Professor Noggins cards that I have seen. I don't have any. Maybe do some more games. I have, stack the states. So maybe I'll do more geography as game based, and instead of using the journals, because she doesn't like the journal, but I do like it. But she doesn't like this one specifically. Okay. And for history, so at the beginning of the school year, I had this big plans that I was going to piece my curriculum together. I was going to put all these units together that we were going to work on for American history, and we started, and it was a lot of work. And then probably the end of August, September, this journal came out from Thinking Tree, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I have a walkthrough I'll show you, and I will post that either on top or at the end. And this is the Do-It-Yourself Time Travel Journal, American History Timeline, U.S. Research Handbook, Fun Schooling with Thinking Tree Books. And this journal has been amazing. We do enjoy this journal, and I think my daughter enjoys it too. We done halfway. So the book is separated into, let me show you, and I already shared this at the beginning of the school year, but into, Native Americans, the European explorers, the settling of America, the founding of your USA, the Civil War, modern times and world wars, and the information age. So we are just finishing up the founding of the USA, and so we're kind of halfway through, and then next year we will continue with this. And this just has been great. What you do with these journals, you find, let me go through the one that we're working on now. You find we're working through the founding of America, so you get a couple books. So we got 4 books, and sometimes we don't work through all of them. We have actually just read through one to fill out the journal, which has been good. We did the fact tracker for the Magic Schoolhouse, and a little young for Mia, but we have enjoyed it. Easy reading, and it's been really good. So what we do, we go through those books, we read, we put the name of the books that we're using in here. Next, so every time I read to her, I made her, when we were reading, here's her part for reading time, okay? You either take notes, so I help her, to take notes of what I'm reading. Some of the things that we're working on, and we continue to work next school year, taking notes. So when we started reading, I said, okay, what's important? What stands out? And we wrote it in here. You can draw pictures, whatever you want in this reading time page. And then there's another one, copy an interesting or important paragraph or list from your book. So we used the fast tracker from American Revolution from Magic Schoolhouse. And as we read, what we read that day, page 21 to 32, we wrote a couple of the things that stand out to us or stand out to her that she remember at the end of the reading, and we put them in there. Okay, so it's good for taking notes and notebooking and reading narration. So it's been really good. We didn't watch a movie, but you also have a space where you can watch a movie, and almost all the sections are separate. They're laid out the same way, but of course a different era, so it's not going to be the same things, but kind of laid out the same way. And you can watch a documentary or a movie and do a scene and tell us like if was it good or was it awful. You can rate it. Okay, so we have some pictures that we can color. Not into coloring that much. And then here we have some interesting facts and a picture. We talk about the picture. We read the interesting fact. Here we read about the Revolutionary War. We read about it in the book, and then she wrote. It says write 5 facts. So after we were done reading about the war itself in the book, she wrote write 5 facts that you remember about the war and draw some pictures in the bottom. Okay, so you find a picture of the first flag. For this section, we use the internet, so it has a lot of people from the era. So write down 3 facts about Mamie Kate. So we went online, and there's a website, I think it's called Duckster.com, and I will find it and put it below. And it has a lot of biographies in there. It's for kids, and it reads it to you, so it's really good. So she'll read it, we'll listen to it, and she'll write facts as we listen to it. Not everybody was in there, but some people write down 3 facts about Abigail Adams, about Benjamin Banneker, George Farragut, probably saying that wrong. Then we studied the Declaration of Independence. We read about the Declaration of Independence in this book. We read in the Fast Tracker book. We wrote some facts about it, and we actually went to see it yesterday, so it was pretty cool. We were able to go to the National Archives to see the Declaration of Independence, so that was pretty neat. Again, facts about some of the different presidents. We wrote about fun facts about George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, and Thomas Jefferson. And we used that website Duxter. I think for almost all of them we used that website to find the facts. I mean, it's pretty factual. So that's how, and right now we are going through Lewis and Clark, and we read, there's some information here, and we're reading the what was the Lewis and Clark expedition, and we're using that we're going through that right now to take notes about the Lewis and Clark expedition. There's usually some pictures here. She doesn't do that. She doesn't enjoy that, so I don't make her do that. And then, we're also reading about Sacagawea. So I just wanted to show you exactly what we're doing. And then we haven't finished, but we'll have to find information about other people. There's some timelines that you can fill out. And more information. We're gonna read a bit about Harriet Tubman. So it's a little bit past the American Revolution here. And the next section that we're going to start is the Civil War. And we'll do that next school year. We'll finish the Founding Fathers or the founding of America, and we'll do Civil War on next school year. We are enjoying this. We love it. Like I said, we will continue with this. And once we're done, if we're done, hopefully we'll be done. We'll have a more calmer school year next year. And we'll be able to do this, and then we'll do something else after this. I saw on a list of journals that might be coming out, and there might be one about the Founding Fathers, which will be awesome, that we can add to our American history, and that we'll be able to work on after we're done with this one. So we'll see if it comes out by the next school year. But I saw on a list of journals that might be coming out soon, so I'm excited about that. So we love this journal. It is amazing. I will recommend it. I will put a link below where you can get it. I cannot say any good, bad things about it. We love it. We are going to be, using it again next year. I love that it's gentle, and you read books that are on your child's level. Doesn't matter what grade level they're on. You find books that are on their reading level, books that you think you're going to enjoy. And you read, and then you just take notes in here. And like I said, the journal is it is the same format for everything, but of course different information for different time periods. But it's just been great, and we really like it, and I will recommend it. And so yes, so this is what we use for history. I started with all these big hopes that I was going to come up with my own units and all these things, and it maybe is now that I have learned a lot this school year. It's not as hard to come up with units as I thought it was, but for something else. And but when this came out, I say I'm definitely gonna be doing this, and I will continue with this, and I will recommend it to anybody. So if you are looking for something for American history, this will be, I recommend this greatly. So yeah, so this is what we are doing. Not sure if we'll continue to finish this, because I don't know. My daughter says she doesn't like it too much, so I'm going to talk to her and see. But I do want to continue working on learning states and capitals and all those things. But I don't know if we'll use this one. I like it, but she doesn't like it. But we will definitely continue with this one. She just does enjoy it, and we're learning so much, and in a very gentle way. This is the way kids should learn, not with boring textbooks and boring workbooks, right? So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come back next week. I think next week we are doing language arts or math. I can't remember. I need to look it up. But language arts and math, and then math and language arts. I can't remember what we're doing. But make sure you come back next week. Make sure you check the playlist so you can see everyone's video reviewing their history and geography, or just geography or history. And you can also check what we did last week, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Also, make sure you check the ladies' channels that are co-hosting with me this collaboration. And I will see you all next week. Bye.